Hey, it's day 2 and in this video we learn all the tools of Premiere Pro. In the first video, I talked about all the boxes in Premiere Pro except one box, and that is the toolbox. You can check the video if you didn't. And the first thing, don't look at my hairstyle, it is inspired from Jared Polin. Okay, now let's come into the topics. The toolbox. Premiere Pro has just a little toolbox, so I hope it will be fun to learn. Okay, let's get started. Learn with me. We all know that this is the toolbox, and the first one is move tool or selection tool. I know you already have the idea what is the purpose of selection tool. Yes, you can select audio, video and anything actually. You can select multiple things like this, and also you can move your files by these tools. But this tool is not only used for selection. It has some other purposes also. Like you can trim your video. I want to trim this clip. This is a full video. I want to trim from the last portion. So go to the end and trim like this. And look on the program monitor. You can see the video duration also. And now let's jump into the second tool. And this is track selection tool. There are two types actually. One is track selection forward and another is track selection backward. Track selection tool is used to select all clips from a given point. Now I am selecting track select forward tool and then position the mouse pointer where you would like to start the selection and click. And now look, selection is done. And to select an entire track, position the mouse right at the beginning. Now look at this, all the tracks are selected now. To select single tracks, hold down the shift key while clicking. Now look, just a single track is selected. And the track select backward tool to the exact same thing. Select all the videos in the back. Okay, now let's go to the another tool, and it is ripple edit tool. It is a trim tool actually used to trim a clip. Now you are thinking you can trim with the selection tool, then why you should use this tool? Yes, you're right, you can trim with the selection tool, but that tool won't give you the ripple option. And using this ripple edit tool, you can trim a clip and ripple the rest of the clip in the timeline, effectively closing the gap between the 2 points. When using the ripple tool, make sure you select the correct edit point. This is very useful. Okay, now I want this part a little bit smaller. So I need to trim. Okay, let's use selection tool to trim. So I want only this part. So trim this part, and I want to fill the gap with the second video like this. But you can do this in just one step by using a rolling edit tool. If you simply click and drag, you see two thumbnail preview on the program monitor. Left one is your first video's last frame, and the right one is the first frame of your second video. You perform a rolling edit by moving an edit point either forward or backwards in the sequence. And listen this part very carefully. Rolling edit moves the out point of the first clip and the in point of the second. It doesn't change the duration of the whole project. And then the last tool of this group is rate stress tool. Okay, first pick a video. And look, it is pretty slow-mo video. And by using this rate stress tool, you can either speed up or slow down the clip. Duration and speed of the clip changes according to the amount you stress through the trim. Like I want to make this video little faster. So click and drag it to the left. And now look. So expanding the out point of the clip will slow down the rate of speed, while shortening the clip will speed up the duration. Now the next tool is razor tool. And along with this tool, I will cover another topics which is called ripple delete. This is very handy. Okay, using razor, add a simple edit point by cutting the clip wherever you set the tool. For example, I want to cut this area. For this, just click and select the area. Now look, the area is splitted. Now you can delete it by selecting it and pressing delete key on your keyboard. Now we have to select all these parts and drag. But it's very painful, right? Delete and select and drag is not so convenient. You can do this in just a simple steps. Just select and then press shift and delete. And this is a ripple delete. This is very handy, so remember it. But if you have multiple tracks like this and you want to cut all these, then just press and hold shift and do the exact same thing. And there are slip and slide tool. I am not talking about these two because they are not used normally and not so important. So I skip them, but still if you have any question, you can ask on the comment box. I'll try to cover on the next video. And then pen tool and text tool. I'll discuss about these two in another video later. Now let's see this hand tool. Using the hand tool, you can navigate forward and backward on the timeline. And the last one, zoom tool. The zoom tool allows you to zoom in and zoom out of different areas of the timeline. The Premiere Pro tools are easy to use. It can change the way you work. So keep practicing. So it's a long day, right? Lots of tools and lots of things. So keep practicing with these tools and learn with me by subscribing.